Rick and Hirono for joining us today. Obviously, the top of mind for everyone today, myself included, is the debt limit. As we know, this afternoon, Speaker McCarthy will be meeting with the President, and I'm hoping he comes ready and equipped with a plan to move forward and avoid catastrophic default. House Republicans are struggling to grasp a harsh reality about being in the majority. There's no good substitute for having a plan. You can't solve the nation's biggest problems without a plan we can debate in Congress and to which the American people can judge for themselves. We have a plan. It's very simple. No hostage taking, no brinksmanship. We incurred these debts already. We should just pay them. The Republicans say no. Well, what's their alternative? We haven't seen it. Speaker McCarthy is forgetting something. If you don't have a plan, you can't seriously pretend that you are having any real negotiation. Speaker McCarthy showing up at the White House today without a plan is like sitting down at the table without any cards in your hand. We Democrats have a plan, as I mentioned, raise the debt ceiling without brinksmanship or hostage taking, just as it has been done before. And look, we know why the Speaker has struggled and can't produce a plan. He doesn't have the votes for it. He won't be able to pass a plan. If he exceeds to the demands of the far-right MAGA people and has huge cuts, a good portion of his caucus won't go for those. And if he just tries to do little bitty things here and there, his MAGA people won't go for it. He can't put it together. He knows it. And so he says, let's have meetings, but the meetings without a plan don't mean much. I mean, the most substance we've ever seen from one member is say they want to cut the woke agenda. Now, what does that mean? Show us cuts. Show us details. Show us your plan. Is Social Security and Medicare going to be safe? We don't know. A lot of them have said they want to cut it. Medicaid? Who knows? Show us your plan. Will our troops, our firefighters, our police officers be paid?
Good evening, friends. I finally have good news. Congress is taking big action, and President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy are reaching an agreement. Billions of dollars may go towards funding several relief programs for seniors and retirees, including Social Security. So, friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of these changes. Also, I will be giving away 2 $75 Walmart gift cards this coming Friday. If you would like to enter the giveaways, do make sure, friends, that you are subscribed to my channel, click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. Friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy did not walk away from his highly anticipated White House meeting today with President Biden. According to CNN News, after the meeting, Speaker Kevin McCarthy had a hopeful tone as he underscored that he believes that they can come to an agreement, even though he remains entrenched in rejecting a key demand from the White House. McCarthy told reporters today after the meeting that he informed President Biden that the White House would not pass a clean debt ceiling with no strings attached. When asked what proposal he offered the U.S. president, McCarthy said, "The only thing I heard for the last month was, I'm not going to negotiate with you. I just spent an hour sitting with the president in the Oval Office talking about what can we do on a debt ceiling." So the first start is, that's different than what the last month was. The United States hit the debt ceiling set by Congress in January, forcing the U.S. Treasury Department to start taking extraordinary measures to keep our government paying its bills and escalating pressure on Capitol Hill to avoid a catastrophic default later this year. The White House and the new House GOP majority have been at odds over how to resolve a way to raise the debt limit. And while Kevin McCarthy called it a good first meeting, he also noted that they still have different perspectives on this. Speaker McCarthy also said he and President Biden would like to come to an agreement long before the deadline so they can start working on other things. And a statement from the White House said that President Biden underscored that he is eager to continue working across the aisle in good faith and continue conversations with the House Speaker. The White House also stated that President Biden welcomes a separate discussion with congressional leaders about how to reduce the deficit and control the national debt while also continuing to grow the U.S. economy. House Republicans have said that lifting the borrowing cap must be tied to spending reductions, and the White House had previously countered that it will not offer concessions or negotiate on raising the debt ceiling. The debt limit fight has been seen as an early test of McCarthy's leadership, balancing competing demands from different factions of his conference amid a razor-thin majority. It is also shedding light on how well McCarthy and President Biden are able to work with one another. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on all of this? Do you think that President Biden and House Speaker McCarthy will ever come to an agreement? Senate Republicans have indicated they will sit back and see how the House GOP maneuvers away to raise the $31.4 trillion borrowing limit before deciding if they need to include themselves into the process. Republicans face a political risk as they push to cut spending. If they propose cuts to popular government programs and services, they could face a public backlash. So this week, Kevin McCarthy and his House GOP allies have been hashing out initial demands, discussing steep cuts to domestic programs, and also trim defense spending, all the while steering clear of two programs to avoid voter blowback, which is Medicare and Social Security. The first Social Security check was issued 83 years ago. The check was just for $22.54. According to the SSA, today, in 2023, the average retirement benefit is $1,827 per month. The maximum Social Security benefit for someone retiring at full retirement age is $3,627 per month. So full retirement age currently ranges from 66 to 67 years old. It is based on the date of birth. How much you collect in retirement is mostly based on how much you earn during your entire career. But there is a way that you can increase your monthly checks that you receive by delaying your benefits. Recent research finds all U.S. workers ages 45 to 62 would benefit from waiting beyond age 65 to start receiving the benefits. Meanwhile, more than 90% would benefit from waiting until the age of 70. And according to recent data, only about 10% of workers actually wait until then. So claiming before age 70 results in an estimated median household loss of $182,370 in lifetime discretionary spending for claimants ages 45 to 62 years old. Early retirement can also affect the size of your monthly checks. At full retirement age, workers stand to receive 100% of the benefits that they had earned. Well, my beautiful and dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Wednesday evening. My friends, thank you so very, very much for joining me here every day, and most especially for being part of this community. Friends, to say thank you and show my appreciation, I will be doing weekly giveaways of $75. Please enter the giveaways simply by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then do comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. Thank you and have a very wonderful and blessed week.